Hello world, WayofTime here, bringing to you another episode of EEPower. Now, I've managed to get some peat by using that, peat bog of wonder. So here I am, having some peat, being very happy with my peat. Oh, it's such a wonderful peat. And I'm already starting with the bad puns that barely make sense. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is make some uh, what is those? They're type of engines. Engine, if I can spell it right. Peat fired engine, which uses copper. Therefore, I'm going to need to use copper gears. So I need to get four gears working. That'll be enough for one of them. This will be enough for the other. And if we can actually put them in the right location, we can get some gears to start off with, and I am horrible at clicking right now. And there's the gears, and now we're going to have to use a lot of copper, so let's do that. Now, this system currently is nowhere near automatic. I don't really have the resources currently to make it automatic, though I could probably think of some ways to actually do it, but let's actually go out to see what this monstrosity is before we actually say otherwise. Now, you see it in the distance over there. It's nice and organic, with peat already growing quite a bit. Now let's take a bit of a rest because we don't have any sort of way to turn it in today, at least currently, which I had EE right now. Anyways, let's take away these engines. We can use them later. Put these on. You're in the wrong location. There we go. And we can put some peat into here so that cooldown means energy loss, apparently. Okay, so let's start with 6 per, because apparently one of these can give enough for, well, a lot. So let's start this up, and this is going to give quite a lot of energy. It's going to store a bit of it at the same time, release it. Make some heat, make some ash. I'm not really sure what the ash can really be used for currently. Let's see, ash. Ash can make compost, which doesn't really have much of a use. Anyways, come on. And fertilizer. Okay, so while I'm not worrying about that, which is a lot of the time, I'm going to focus on my quarry, which is stopped, and it's going to need to start up again. Now I have to take this thing off and give it a new position, which I picked out earlier, 103, 16, an input of 262, I believe. You need fuel, don't you? Greedy bugger. Okay, now it's off. It's going to actually go slightly in this machine. So I'll dig right down and then go down to it. I set the dimensions so that it just excavate way up those two chunk boundaries. So there's a lot of gold in that area, so we might actually get something worthwhile while we're doing that. Okay, so while that's going off and while this is going we got a lot of peat. Now I want to see how much energy really this can be used in other ferni. So what I'm going to do is smelt some standard stuff and see how long the burn time of the peat is. Hopefully it's more than other stuff, but I'm not too hopeful about that. Let's see. Furnace. Let's just place you down here because I don't really care otherwise. And do we have anything to smelt? Nope. Nope. Not really. So we're going to just have to put that in, assume that it's just going to do its daily. Oh, there we go. Iron dust. Okay, so we're starting with 24. It doesn't matter. We'll see how many there is. And we'll put 1 peat in. This is probably not going to be efficient whatsoever, but we might as well try. We actually do have some more of this, so we can go ahead and make ourselves a pick, because we're going to need this to move the other machines in different locations. Okay, honey, I'm home. And I'll put this in the tool chest and organize my stuff on the fly like a boss. Now, my quarry still, for some reason, hasn't managed to get any sort of headway on the diamond situation. Maybe this place really is a diamond ghost town, because not a single diamond has been obtained from the quarry. And it seems that this is pretty much the same amount as 1 piece of coal or charcoal would give, but at least it's pretty much considered free energy. I just have to get the required ingredients to do so. Speaking of coal, coal coke. Yay. Okay, so putting this down and putting this down. Now we might as well turn all of this beeswax into waterproof pipes, because we're going to need to use that eventually, and we do have these tanks left. So let's sort our inventory and then probably work out what we will need to do next. Okay, now a main thing we should probably do is actually get our iron tanks ready so that we can actually do stuff with it. Now, one of the main things we'll need is an iron valve tank, which is actually pretty simple to make. Just going to need to make this and put it in the right order. That would always help. And then we got iron valve pipes. Now similarly, we can probably put it in the incorrect order and get, oh, we actually put it in the right order. Get a bunch of some of the actual things where we can view the stuff, the tank gauges. And the rest of them we can probably just turn into the remaining stuff. Now, I'm just going to make a simple tank to start off with. I think 3 by 3 by 4 would probably suffice. I'm not sure how much oil is actually in a regular oil well, but it's probably not going to be too much more than that. Now, another thing we're going to need to make, I might as well get the stuff prepared, is we're going to need to make a lot of good stuff. Yes, that's a very aptitude description way. We're going to need to make some more biogas peat-fired engines, because we are going to need as much. Well, we have a lot of peat, and it can actually be used in something. Now, eventually, since peat-fired engines are such an efficient masterpiece, we can use those with a rock crusher eventually to be able to power a macerator instead. Well, pretty much a macerator equivalent. It's not really going to be directly a macerator, but at any rate. So we can get the required resources to actually make the remaining stuff. And yes, fence posts are required in this build. So let's see. Get this again. Get all the stuff, because I am thoroughly prepared. Yes, I am. And we can combine our copper stuff with our piston stuff and our glass stuff to make another peat-fired engine. This will prove rather useful when we're actually making our fuel supply. Now, we still need, what is it? We're still going to need quite a bit of diamonds, 4 diamonds to be precise, to be, oh, creeper. We're still going to need the 4 diamonds to be able to actually refine any of the oil that we manage to gather. That's, well, it's going to have to take a while before we can actually do that. So, well, speaking of which, we actually do have our first shipment of useless junk from this quarry here. And let's see, it's wanting some fuel, so let's see, what do I currently have to offer? I only have the peat, so I'll just give 8 of it to it, and it'll just take it as it wants. Now, I'm not sure. Okay, it stays at this operation temperature, and it's going down. Yay. Okay. Now we only have 20 of that left, and we still got a good amount left, so we should take the remainder of it, because we're not going to be able to do everything. So, now that we pretty much have everything else accounted for, we're going to have to find some oil. This will continue working at its own pace. Now, I do remember seeing some oil. I believe it was around here, though I could be wrong and start looking for a while. Now, I need to make an electric jetpack. Yeah, an electric jetpack is actually not too... I need glowstone dust to be able to get any. Anyways, it's not too difficult to get, but I'm going to need to be able to take a trip to the Nether to be able to do that. So, I think a good idea would be to man up, get my gear ready, and go to the Nether. I'm not sure if this will actually keep running while I'm in the Nether, but considering that this is an actual dedicated server and not just a normal ho schmo let's go type of thing in an SSP world, I think it'll be able to stay. So that includes this Pete diabolical machine thingamabobber. Yes. Speaking of which, we're almost out of this, and let's just go and get ready. Now we're going to need some armor, that's for sure. We got the pick. Now I think full iron armor should be enough for another journey. There shouldn't be anything else that's required, but you never know. So I should arm up on with as much junk as I possibly can. Meaning as much iron armor and iron affiliated stuff. And I might as well just keep it clean and not take too much with me. But even if I died, it's not like it'd matter what I brought with me, because it's gonna be all destroyed due to the aforementioned burning in a lake of fire. Oh, I didn't mention that? Yeah, I'm probably gonna burn in a lake of fire. So, you heard it here, folks. So let's make our armor again. So some nice armor. And a chest plate. That's good. Now we should make some other stuff, such as tools, like 2 iron swords should be enough for this. 2 iron swords and an iron pick. And might as well a shovel, even though I don't know what I'm going to do with soul sand. And that's gone. So let's throw our remaining junk away. And then get ready for actually making our journey to the end of the world. 'Cause guess where I'm going? Can he even be any more lame way? Okay, I think I'm as ready as I'll ever be. I'm not going to put this in any sort of ceremonious location since, well, it shouldn't be too long of a trip and I might disable it later, but I think probably putting it in the bottom of this trench would be a classy way to do it. Not much of a trench though, considering I'm actually, just down in the dumps or stuff like that. Get some new material, Way. You're starting to wear yourself out. Oh no. Anyway, so let's put this here and hope that I don't actually fall in something, which would be rather unfortunate. As I proceed to kill myself. Okay, and here we go. Now we're going to need to take our... If I get this right the first time, yes we do. I'm probably ill-prepared. But here we go. Swirly, 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 swirly. Downloading train. And this is probably the place where it'll crash. No, we don't. Okay, there we go. Here I am. In a nice little nether hole. It's fresh with lots and lots of... Oh no, it's just sucky. Okay, this burning hellhole is probably going to be enough for me, so let's hope that nothing too rambunctious actually attacks us right away, because that would be very unfortunate. Now I'm babbling again because I am a little scared. Let's go! Did I even bring enough materials? Probably not. But shouldn't be too hard gathering materials once I get far enough, so... Actually, that's a pretty good vein of glowstone, so let's go for that first, and let's see. What can soul sand be used for? Not sound sand. Soul sand. It can be used for blast furnace bricks, but needs magma cream, which requires slime balls and blaze powders. How about you keep the blaze powder, and I'll go for the magma cream. Deal? Deal. Now, magma cream is going to be very difficult to get because slime chunks are a little difficult to come by. Now, that being said, if I do happen to go across a slime chunk, maybe I can find one of those slime chunk finders. Have to find a slime chunk finder before I can find a slime chunk. Anyways, I'll be able to actually find out where I need to go. Now, let's see. And then I can dig out the area with my quarry, and it should be a lot better. Now, I don't think I'm ready for blazes. That's definitely... Oh, look! Speak of the devil. I said I wasn't ready for blazes, and guess what comes? Okay, so nether bricks are also something that I'm not sure have too much of a use yet, but they are used for stuff. A train detector, for one, but also infernal bricks, which make blast furnace bricks, but I still need to get that magma caramel. But at least it looks nice and everything. Okay, now what's the best point of entry into this location? Actually, going around would probably be the best idea, because I don't have any other mode of escape, and at least I'll be able to check back on my recordings if I... Ooh, this is not a good location. I'll be able to check on my recordings again if I do get lost, so I won't have to be too worried anyways. Okay, so let's get up this before the gas spots us. I'm not sure where it is. It's probably right below me, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Okay. So moving onwards. Moving faster, please. Okay, so... Yeah. Okay, I don't like this place. I don't like this place at all. Let's get in. Let's get in. Can I come in, please? Pray, please? Really? You aren't open. Okay, I guess that's just a nice, happy bridge instead. Maybe it's a bridge that I actually have to go on top of instead of going around. Yep. Ah! Okay, there we go. Previous attempts kind of failed. Okay, so blazes are there. And if I had any chance, if I had any clue in the world, I would not be here. So I won't be here, because I actually have a clue. Now let's just get a bit more glowstone so that we can make that blasted electric jetpack, because that's actually why we were here. Oh my gosh, really? Wow, who would have thunk it? Now let's get out of here, see if we can get there safely. A bow and arrow would be lovely at this moment, since it would actually come in handy. Unlike this stupid sword that I have. Oh no, a gas is getting closer. What will I do? I'll try not to actually attack the pigmen that are around me. Maybe that will help. Okay, glowstone uses. That's how I get it. Glowstone can be used in a signal lamp. And nothing else apparently. Wait. Brewing. Shaped crafting recipes for industrial craft, and industrial craft is actually the only mod that actively uses this item. So you can just think of all the industrial craft stuff that we can create with this later. So a bit more glowstone should probably do, and then we can get out of here. Maybe there's some use to actually, some way to harness the energy from this. That'd probably be a much more exhilarating way than just, you know, blindly breaking it and using it for industrial craft stuff. If only I had EE. Okay, if nothing eventful happens, I'll see you in the overworld. Why does the eventful stuff have to happen right before I get into the portal? Oh, you son of a gun. Don't you dare attack it. Oh, snap. That was awesome. That was awesome. Go me. Go me. Go me. And this would probably be a good time to get the heck out of here because you're probably going to be screwed very soon, and it's not going to be in a happy place. Let's just say that. I don't think it was necessary to mention that happy place part. I think it was pretty much noted what was going to happen if it continued, but oh well. La. Okay, anything? Only 16. That's not enough. Nothing here. Guess the quarry did not continue, in which case I'm probably going to have to get it later. So I'll just put that on just in case, and we'll see what happens. Okay, now that I have this glowstone, I'll be able to make that jetpack so that I'll be able to sneaky. And not so sneaky. Run away! But anyways, I'll be able to use the jetpack so that I can survey the area to actually find any oil that would be around. So that's one use for it. Currently not many others except for some advanced circuitry, which I can do at a later date, honestly. So not much else I can do with it right now. Wait a second. Nope. And not a chance. Okay. One moment. I have a neighbor. Hello? Oh, hi there. How's it going? Not too well, apparently. He's a little down in the dumps. At least he gave me a nice lintel. Though a bit temporary. Okay, so let's see. I need to get my refined iron. And let's see. Electric jetpack. Requires more refined iron and a bat box, which requires 3 batteries, which requires a lot of messy wiring. So let's get the messy wiring down so that we can get everything else ready. Do I have enough of the other stuff? Probably. Okay, there we go. Let's take... That'll be enough. Okay. I don't even know what I'm saying. Okay, so the next thing that we should get is maybe a clue that'd help. Okay, the RE batteries, which requires tin. Yes, that's what I needed. Tin. And I might need another one, but oh well, let's go with this. Good, that's a good location. Of course I needed more wood, so why did I even not realize that? There we go. And I saw a bee. Did anyone else see a bee? Was it just me? I should let it be. Okay, so bat box. Check. Advanced circuit, not check, but it will be soon. Check. Please. Good, and then we'll be able to make our nice little lovely backpack of joyous happenings when we actually get a thorough understanding of what we're actually making. So, good thing it wasn't in delete mode or anything stupid like that, because that would have been really embarrassing. Oh no, let me just NEI my stuff back because I'm a total doofus. Okay, so judging by the amount of babbling that I am currently actively doing, it might be almost time to finish off what we've been doing. So let's just charge this backpack up. Put a bit of peat in it because, hey, why not? Eat a lovely apple, not set our house on fire. And this will actively take pretty much all of the remaining energy that we have. And that'll be enough. Okay, so backpack, I gotta remember how to do this well. Okay, so we're gonna have to check our options. And there we go, it was my M key. So let's head up high in the sky so we can go on top of the mountain and wonder why. Is that a quarry? And I am wondering why I am not able to control my mental faculties at this current moment. That would actually have been a very good base if it wasn't for the creepers, who happen to be currently on fire. Told you. See? Not exactly the most sane base. So let's actually go up high so that we can see if there's any sort of stuff whatsoever, which I'm seeing that there is currently no oil, so that's a little unfortunate. So I'll peruse a bit more. Aha, here we go. We got oil. So now that we have oil, let's see, are we able to even go down at all? There's not much oil in here, so just having a small refinery setup actually is preferable. So let's just take off my blasted electric jetpack, which is dangerously low. And how come that's not damaged at all? Oh well. Okay, let's put this here and put this here. So we're going to need to put our pump there, which we unfortunately don't seem to have, so we'll have to get that, and we'll have to get our biomass generator again, so I'll just have to pop over back to the base, which is just over there, in fact. If I just look at this, ouch, it's just 200 blocks over there, so I'll run back, place it down and everything, and then get it ready. Took a bit more effort than I would have imagined, but I finally found my pump. It was stored away in some like chest that I couldn't find right away. Anyway, so place down our pump for one, this, and then we're going to have to put some stuff right around here to be able to put it. Now, unfortunately, what we're going to have to do is place this down and then construct our tank around it. So we'll have some of these, but I think 4 times 4 of these. Let's say 4 times 6. Yes, that's perfect. So construct a tank. I can't believe I said that. Construct a tank like this. And we'll just have it as a simple size for now. And we're going to have to get a bit more than this, so 2 more shall... 4 shall do, I guess. 4, why not 4? Okay. And we'll put 1 on this side. Okay, so glass, 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 glass. We got a tank with 576 buckets worth. Now, just a short peek inside pretty much tells me that there's not much down there. So if we take a bigger peek than just a short peek, we'll see. Can we get out easily? Okay, we can. And I don't have much here. There's not much oil down here at all. Let me out. Thank you. I hate jetpacks. So at least this will be a good starting on how much we actually have. So if we place this down, we'll start this up by probably putting 1 peat in to see how it goes. And now we're actually starting with the oil. So probably there's more oil on the top of this than there is actually in the remainder. So we'll probably see that this is going to pretty much fill up very quickly. And, well, we'll see how that goes. Sploosh, sploosh. Let's just put a bit more in this so that we'll just give it pretty much time to fill up as it pleases, and I should probably get out of here pretty soon because I'm going to die by a creeper. Well, that's all the time we have for this episode of EEPower. I believe that's what it's called, at least. If you like what you see, don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe to future episodes. Before I forget, I might as well put some sort of output on here because I'm going to need to use it eventually. So let's break this and have it fill back up again. WayofTime here, signing off. Ooh, that's a lot. Have a wonderful day.